Howdy folks, my name's Darren from RC Scale Models. This is a 1/35 scale StuG early production with Zimmerit from Dragon. It's a 2-in-1 kit. You get with Zimmerit or without. I'm going to do the one with Zimmerit. Let's do this. Okay, these all make up the wheel sections. These pieces here are just normal road wheels. What I do is go together like this. I like to line up the burrs, glue them in place and sand them, and you can take care of the burrs in one piece. These little pieces sit inside the wheels for the center caps. These two go together, 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 sandwiching them together. I'm going to take care of this now and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Actually, one thing I will mention, on this photo etch sprue, these pieces here, I've already cut two off, actually go in between this wheel and this one here. Before you sandwich this together, you need to put these metal rings on the inside of the wheel, and then you sandwich the wheels together. Okay, these wheels are all put together now. This is what they look like when they're done. The drive sprockets. These are probably the worst wheels I've had to do by putting this photo etch in between. It's so fiddly. It's one of the hardest things I've had to do. These go together really easy. Still got to sand them down a little bit, some of the idler wheels. Easy. These pieces got to go inside the center caps, and I'll do that later. Okay, this back piece and this front piece are quite fiddly. All the little pieces have to go on. I've done them as a little sub-assembly offline. I wasn't going to film them because it is too fiddly and there's no way I could film it on camera. So this back piece goes into here. This front piece slots in there nicely, and then you get these little side brackets that go on here. Tie everything in nicely and ready for transmission and suspension. Once I've done that, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, the back and all the side pieces are all done. It's all ready for suspension now, and the little bogey pieces I call them. Once I've done all that, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, these make up the suspension parts, and just note these parts are facing one, these pieces are facing one way, and then the ones at the top are facing the other way. Just be careful you put these in the right place, because some are left and some are right, so just pay attention to these round pieces for the suspension so you don't get them wrong. I'm going to put this together now and show you what it looks like. Okay, the wheels are all put on. These drive sprockets go here, and these ones will go on the back here, but I find leaving them off to when it comes to do the tracks, it's easier to line the tracks up with them pieces not being on there. Okay, this section's all finished now. We've finished this back part. We've got the side skirts to go down. This goes on the back, and then you're ready for the like turret area. I'm not sure what you actually call it, because it's a fixed gun. I don't think it's a turret still. It could be. If you do know, comment down below. Okay guys, right, this section, these side skirts, and then this back piece doesn't really line up awfully well, and the instructions are not quite clear. They're saying just to drop it straight down, but I tried that and it didn't actually fit. So you have these little strips on these side skirts which meant to tuck underneath this back engine deck. They don't fit, so I've had to cut them and trim them to so these side skirts can fit. I had to do some modifications. That's one of the main issues I've come across, but the kit's gone together pretty well so far. But now we're going to be working on the gun section. Okay, these sections here are going to make up the gun. There is a lot more, which is the breech and everything at the back, but I'm not going to do any of that because you're not going to see any of that. I'm just going to do this part so the actual gun just elevates up and down. That's it. Okay, now I've got this part assembly. Now the gun's going to elevate. If you do get breach, you can build up. I'm not going to build any of that because you're not going to see any of the interior detail, which is the radio equipment, seats and the breech. All of that's inside, and then you've got the cover goes over the top. Okay, there's a slight mistake in instructions. SPRU-E for part of the mechanism for if you're deciding to build up the whole of the gun breech. Like I say, I'm only going to be doing just the front part because I don't see the point of doing the rest of it when you're not going to see any of it. In the instructions, it does not tell you anywhere about these two pieces, which is SPRU-E 16 and 17. These go together and sit on the bottom of the breech. If you don't have these on, there isn't enough clearance inside. So I'm going to put these together now and I'll show you what it looks like. But as I say, in instructions it does not tell you anything about these two pieces. Okay, this is the piece that they do not mention in instructions. Okay guys, this section here is a template for your plated armour to go on the side of the tank. So what I've done is cut out the pieces I need, which looks like this, and I've cut out just little slots, and those little slots is where your brackets are going to go. So what I've done is marked them down in permanent marker so I know where the brackets have got to go. So I cut them out with a pair of scissors and use an X-Acto knife, cut out the little slot. Trim these up quickly. Go to the rest of my piece. This is where the holes are lined up. Mark that down. Do a permanent marker. Mark out the hole. And then my plated armour is got ready for brackets, so I know where to put the brackets in the right place. Also, these pieces have to be super glued together because they come in a single square, and then you get these pieces and they have to be glued on. And what I've done is I've bent the armour plating so it's all like worn and it's like been beaten up a little bit. So I'm going to go around and finish this now, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, I want to talk about how I do these brackets. I don't use super glue. I use a product which is a UV glue, and it bonds material together with UV, and this is one of them by Revell. You put the parts down with the glue, 5 seconds with the UV light, and then it's ready to go. Good thing about this glue, it's clear, it's perfect for photo etch. It's not toxic or messy like super glue is, so you don't stick your fingers together. You can leave it out, it won't dry. The only way this stuff can dry and cure is by the UV, so you can leave it lying about and it won't dry up and go all funny. So simple thing to do. Get your piece that you need to be working on. This is the blue stick in the Saki, the same, but I've had a little bit of leakage, so I just rub it on the side. This piece needs to go here. Drop it in place. Turn the light off. Do the UV light. Let me show you on camera. For about 5 seconds roughly on the parts. I wouldn't go try and flexing it or pushing on it because it will break off. It's not super strong, but it's enough to bond the parts together. And the good thing about it, if you do knock it, it has a clean break like super glue, and it doesn't snap the plastic like plastic weld or plastic glue would. So it gives you a nice clean break if it does actually break off. All you got to do is a little bit of clean up and then glue it back together. I highly recommend this stuff. You should check it out. Perfect for photo etch. Yeah, it's a good. So there you go guys, nice fixed bond on these brackets. Got to go around and finish off the rest of them and show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, the oil tank's ready for paint now. These frameworks are so fiddly, I didn't bother doing these on camera. So I did it off camera. I put them on. They're so fiddly. They're the hanging brackets ready for your armoured pieces. You can leave it like that, or you can even consider hanging off the armour, which is designed to do. I'm going to paint up some of the armour pieces and then I'll figure out towards the end if I'm going to have armour or not, but it's ready for paint now. I'm going to do a black base in NATO black. Okay guys, I've gone ahead and painted the tank in NATO black. Counts as my shadow colour and base colour for imperfections. If I have any imperfections, you can address it right now before committing to your colour. Everything seems fine to me. So my next step would be white highlights over the panels and large sections which should be highlighted in white. Then I will commit to doing dunkelbraun, which is German yellow, which is base colour. Then green and red brown. The red brown I use is NATO brown and NATO green. I like to use those because they're a little bit lighter. And then once I've done the clear coat, Testors gel coat on top, it darkens it up so it comes out just fine. Once that's all done, I light coat of buff, which makes everything slightly faded, and then it's washes and weathers and pigments and stuff like that to beat it all up, chip in, and the model will be finished. So the next step you will see will be the white highlights. Okay, I'm going to do the white highlights now. Okay, I've gone ahead and done the white highlights now. It may look like a patchwork mess, but this is the highlights, and now I'll go down and use Dunkelbraun, and I use the German Dunkelbraun yellow from Mr. Hobby. This is the base colour now. I'll show you this colour. Okay, the base colour is all down now. The Dunkelbraun German yellow is ready for the green and red brown camouflage. And obviously I will have to repaint the rubber wheels because they are got overspray on them. But that's your base colour, and I'll show you what the camouflage looks like. Okay guys, now I'm going to lay down the green colour. I use NATO green for this because I like it because it's a little bit lighter. Okay, the segment of green is all complete now. And now in between the green and the yellow will be the reddish brown colour. The reddish brown is quite thin according to the instruction pattern. And there's no camouflage on the wheels. They've, according to the pattern, is just yellow all underneath. The camouflage was only on top and on the armoured plates. Okay, I've gone ahead and done the reddish brown colour now. Got to let this dry, and I can detail the gun, do the rest of the compolers, and sort this bit out, put the tools on and give it a buff, and I can start on weathering. The camouflage is quite compact. This is the one that was based in Italy, 1944, so the camouflage was quite compact. It wasn't spread out. It was quite tight. So this is the one that was based in Italy, 1944. Okay, I want to talk about tracks now. These are the rubber tracks that come with the tank. I like to paint my tracks in a mixture I make up, which is a mixture of like a tarnished brown colour. Consists of earth brown, red and a little bit of copper. Right guys, these sections here is nothing to do with the actual main kit of the tank, but these are aftermarket products by Value Gear, and they're like ammo crates and just general crates. I'm going to show you how I paint these and how I weather them up and stuff. I'm going to use dark yellow FX60, and I'm also going to use wooden deck tan. So there's two different shades of like a wood, one darker and one lighter. And once they're dry, I use Tamir's panel line, brown and dark brown, over the top of it, and that's pretty much it. So I'll show you how I do this. Okay guys, now I'll switch colours to the deck tan. So this box is going to be different shade slightly. This is going to be a lighter box. So next step will be using the Tamir panel line, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, like I say, this section is dry now. I'm going to use the Tamir panel line. We use this all over the boxes. Give it a good old shake, because I haven't been used in a while. Probably take a couple of coats, and then we use the darker one. I wouldn't use the black one because it's too dark. So simple as that, just rub it all over. So the panel line wash will seep into all the cracks. You can do grey boxes, brown boxes, whatever colour you fancy, but that's pretty much it. When this dries, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, there you go, it's all finished. All the cargo and boxes and stuff on the back, I did that off camera because I tried filming it and I just couldn't do it because I kept on getting my hands in the way, so I've gone ahead and done that off camera, and also all the weathering. I did that off camera because again it was just no way I could try and film it, so it was all done off camera. But this is the finished product. This tank was based in Italy. It's my StuG. First time doing a StuG as well. First time doing a Dragon StuG. Dragon kits require a lot of parts, so I wouldn't recommend this for a beginner. A lot of fiddly pieces. You have to pay attention because there's two types in the box, because it was a 2-in-1 kit, one with Zimmer and one without. So going backwards and forwards, working out the parts you need. Yeah, it certainly is not a fast build, but I highly recommend the kit though. It's a good kit. Yeah, there's nothing else I can really talk about, but that is my StuG. The cargo on the back is Value Gear products. There's a link in the end of the video of Value Gear products that I've used. If you want to go and see that video as well. Yeah, I've done the armor plating, so it looks like some of the plates are missing and they've been damaged, so they just haven't bothered replacing them. They just carried on as they are. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you later. If you'd like to see these videos in the future, click the notification bell and you will get upcoming videos and you'll never miss another one of mine. Please subscribe, and I'll catch you later.